So it's Thursday training for Team Wish, and we're going to be talking about Cinchshare today, which is cool. I do recommend that you take some notes if you have the ability to do that while we're on the call. Remember to use the chat bar if you have any questions because everybody's muted, and this will be recorded, hi buddy, and saved for later. So we're going to go straight into screen share, but if you have any questions, let me know. All right, so this is Cinchshare. It's a pretty basic landing page. I already have an account, so I'm just gonna go straight to login. If you don't already have an account, I can give you a link that'll give you 37 days free trial. And really within the first week, you have a pretty good feel for what Cinchshare is. But to have an extra month, hey, everyone loves free, so get that extra month free. So you would just click on begin your free trial and fill out all that information and be ready to go. I already have an account, so we're going to go straight in. And this is what the dashboard looks like. Mine already has a ton of posts over here. I actually like to sort them by my schedule date instead of my most recent. So the way it's set up right now, it's going to show me the last ones, like the most recent ones I've scheduled. But I want to actually do it based on when they're going to post. So now you can see this is 11/4, 11/4, 11/4. And the cool thing about it is that you see these icons here. This is showing you the different groups they're posting to. So like I have that one posting to Perfectly Posh with Kylene, my VIP group. And this one is Perfectly Posh with Kylene, my business page. So basically, you're able to kill 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 birds with one stone, and it saves a ton of time. So this is your main dashboard when you log in, and we will come back and look at this page because this is where we're going to spend most of our time today. But I want to show you the other pages really quick as well. When you go over here, this is your navigation bar on this left-hand side, and it looks the exact same on mobile. So when you click on the circles, this is actually going to be your networks. So these are all of your Facebook groups and events and photo albums and basically anything and everything on Facebook and Twitter. And so when you log in, you link your Facebook and your Twitter to Cinchshare, and then you click sync, and it will automatically attach and connect all of your accounts on Facebook to this. So you'll be able to see, like, I have my timeline here, and then within my timeline, I have every single album that's in my photos section from ever, and all of my events that I have from ever. So what you would do then, if you want to be able to post into one of those, is say that I want to post into my Posh to Meet You wine, this event right here. I would just go and click on this heart, and now that it's black, I'll be able to schedule posts into that event. And it's the same thing with all of my photo albums up here. So you just click the ones that you want to use, and those are what will show. So I have my main timeline selected here, and then these are all of the groups I'm a part of. And you'll see that the ones I've selected to post into, I have Perfectly Posh with Kylene, my main VIP group. And when you open it up, I have albums down here. So like if I wanted to be able, considering joining Posh, so if I have like a good business post, I would click on that so that I'd be able to add it to that album. And all of the others, product reviews, things like that. So I mostly have groups. I do have pages, but I mostly use groups. You'll see the ones I have selected here, they have a check mark. And then they have the heart is filled in so that you know that these are the ones that are synced to your Cinchshare account. And let's see, so pages down here, I have my Perfectly Posh with Kylene and row style set up also to sync on here. So this is where you would just connect any and all of your groups and pages and events. Twitter is the same. I don't have a Twitter account linked yet. I've only been doing Facebook. So maybe later we can show you how to do Twitter, but it's exactly the same. So as soon as you've mastered Facebook, you'll be able to do Twitter. Okay, so coming back over to this left-hand navigation bar, we're going to the next tab. These are your text clips. I'm not going to go into a ton on text clips, but they are a really cool tool. And I have several really good tutorial videos on how to use text clips. These are really, really helpful. The only one I have right now is to shop kylene.po.sh. But if you create a new text clip, what it does is it makes it so you don't have to type in everything every single time. So like if I'm posting something, say, to my business page that I may want to say every single time, like peace, love, and posh, Kylene. So that may be like my sign out or my signature on a business post. And then I can also do like all of the hashtags that I would like to use. So like dare to wish, I almost always use that one. Or team wish, or wish, empowered together. So if I create a text clip that says all of this, it'll automatically be available to insert into the posts I'm scheduling. And I don't have to type this out every single time. This is good if you're doing events. So say you're running a posh party on Facebook. You could then write into this section. So we'll say this is Amy's Posh Party. So then in here, you can say, thanks so much for joining. Here's your link to shop Amy's Party. And then share that link. So perfectlyposh.com, Kylene, events, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the number is. And then that now is going to post at the end of every one of those party posts. So I'm going to show you how to use that. I'll actually go ahead and leave that. And you can select either Facebook or Pinterest and save. Because now Cinchshare also is integrated with Pinterest, which, believe it or not, Pinterest, that's where a lot of our target market probably is. That's where a lot of women with families and kids and interested in style and fashion and beauty and makeup, that's where they're hanging out. So Pinterest is actually a really good resource that not a ton of posh consultants are utilizing just yet. So I want to do a whole Pinterest thing later at another time. But I'll show you text clips in a little bit to show you how that works then once you've set this up. On the next tab down, this is where your history is. So this is every post in here that has ever posted on my Cinchshare account. So you can see it's all set up, and it's honestly, it's just really visually appealing. When I did Cinchshare a year ago, I was not super thrilled with it. I'm very honest. I would not say I love something unless I do, and I did not love it before when I tried it. This is one of the features that I absolutely love in Cinchshare now. You can access all of your posts that you've ever done. And let's say like I really loved my wine subscription box post here. I can actually go then and share that. So you can see down here where that's shared to. So I was able with this one post to post to my Facebook timeline, my business page, my group, my other business page and group. So I was able to hit 5 things with one scheduled post. That's awesome. That saves so much time. And now I can take this right here and just say, hey, I want to save that to my Pinterest, and let's do it to Perfectly Posh with Kylene. That's the URL that I'm going to save it to for whatever reason. And then I can just pin that. And that's saving my referral link there in case somebody wants to buy it from me, which is awesome. And let's just say, oh, I'm actually signed into my old doula one, so maybe we'll just stick it in one of these. Which one should we stick it in? I saw one for food. Where was that? That's food. Yeah, there we go. So I'll save it in food. And now it has pinned to my Pinterest board that easily. I don't even have to go into Pinterest. I don't have to do anything. And I can even select which board on Pinterest it goes into. So before doing this, you'll want to make sure you're logged into the Pinterest account you want it to post to. But it's a cool way to be able to use this page. This is also a way, say I want to post this one again. I just click on it and open it up and see where it went. Let's see. Of course, that's not going to. There you go. So when you click that button that looks like a refresh button, it takes you here, and now you can completely repost this. So since we've gotten through the history page, we'll come back to this in a minute. I want to show you just a couple more things on here. So when you have this history page, you also have pending posts. So these are ones that are scheduled that haven't yet posted. And again, it's really nice because you can either pin it to Pinterest early before it even posts anywhere else, or you can open it up and edit it and change it and do whatever you need to with it. Saved I have not used yet, but this is a feature that I just discovered through the Cinchshare training that I did with Melanie, who's one of the people who works with Cinchshare. This is a cool feature. The save feature allows you to save links or graphics or photos from all over the internet without having to save it on your phone or your computer and waste all of the space on your phone. You just put it right into here, and then it'll populate a page just like this that then you can go and schedule the post at some point later. So the saved feature is super, super cool. All right, they have an entire user guide, which comes in very handy. So it has just like a basic step-by-step, here's how you use everything, as well as video tutorials. So all of that really, really helpful. Let's go back up to here and schedule a post. So let's do a post together. So this is your post message section here. One of the cool things about Cinchshare now is that you can actually design your own graphics within Canva, within Cinchshare. And Canva is actually one of the platforms I showed you in the graphics training I did a couple months ago. So it's one that I've already been using for years, and now they've integrated it into Cinchshare. You don't even have to go anywhere else to use it. So I'm so excited about this. Everybody knows I believe that graphics are a huge, huge part of our business, and having custom graphics, not just recycling graphics that everybody else is using. So in order to do that, let's go into Canva and I'll show you how to do it. So let's come up with a Facebook post in Canva. And we'll just do a basic one. I haven't logged in on this one. I have a new computer, thank you, Posh. And so I have not logged into all of my new accounts with it yet. All right, so in here, got it. You go right into Canva, which is fabulous. So let's just do a nice, simple post and say, we can use these. So they have a lot of free templates and backgrounds and things like that. I pay for a subscription just because I always have and I use it a lot, so it's cheaper for me. You'll see that it's free by looking at this little thing right here. It says free. So you'll want to pick the free ones unless you want to pay for something. And really their stuff is only 99 cents. So it's not like it's super expensive, but it does add up if you're doing it a lot. So let's say happy birthday. What is this, November? Is your birthday in November? And then maybe we can add another text box and say, claim your 500 free perks points right now. And then, I don't know. We don't have to get too technical here. This isn't a graphics training, but this is just, the point of this is to show that you can do custom graphics here. Refer back to that graphics training I've already done to see how to use Canva, because I actually showed this software in there. So I would just put my web address there. And up here, change it to white just so it stands out a little bit. So ta-da, there's my thing. I want to posh it because it's posh, so we'll stick that on there. And voila, now I have my very own birthday graphic and we're good to go. So I'll publish that. Taking a minute. Okay, so now I have my very own graphic that shows up down here that I just created. And I'm actually going to go ahead, even though it was a super fast post, I'm going to go ahead and schedule it so that you guys can see how that works. So up here, I might just say, happy birthday. If your birthday is in November, I should like to give you a birthday present. What is it? Is it 500 or 250 for your birthday, actually? It is 500. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, am I wrong? Okay, so 500 perks points to use the month of your birthday. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Okay, so we can do that. And then I'll just show you really quick. So we did text clips earlier. So if you go over here to your text clip, over here at the top and click on it, I can click my to shop text clip. And now that just it went right in and I don't have to type it out. This is really helpful if you're like, you could even do a text clip for each individual, say, product line, right? And then in a party, you can type out your blurb, like, I love the body washes because they're sulfate free and they're so amazing, and Fallout Girl is my favorite and I use it for shampoo, blah, blah, blah. And then enter a text clip that gives the ingredients and the benefits from Posh. So that way you can still use some of the corporate resources and some of those technical those kinds of information things, but you're still putting your touch on it as well. So those text clips are just cool. So if I was in a Posh party, let's say we're in Amy's party, I would just enter that in, and now it'll say, thanks so much for joining. Here's your link to Amy's party. And I didn't have to type any of that out. So text clips are awesome, but get more creative with them. I haven't done a whole lot with it yet, but there's a lot that you can do with text clips. All right, does that post look okay? Because I'm legit gonna post it. I really am going to put it in my group. Let's see. You get 500 perks to use. The month of your birthday. Treat yourself. You deserve it. All right. Good enough. Okay. So we're going to go and let's say I like to actually, again, I'm showing my OCD here a little bit. I like to go and look and see how many posts I have scheduled that day and at what time, so that I'm not posting like 5 posts on one day within an hour of each other. I want to make sure that I'm spacing them out. So let's say the 5th, I have 3 posts right here, and they're all scheduled, let's see, 8:15, 9:30, and 5. So on the 5th, maybe I'd want to schedule one midday sometime, since I don't have anything midday that day. So I'll go ahead and schedule that for 12:35 p.m. on the 5th. Now this is showing you something cool right here, because I'm going to be in a seminar that day. I'm leading the Leading Edge conference all day Saturday, the 5th. However, I'm going to be on Facebook at the same time that I'm leading this conference all day long. And I have 3 posts scheduled to go out that day. And I'm going to be able to maintain my online social media presence even when I physically cannot get on Facebook to do these posts. This is why Cinchshare is so important. Because even if it wasn't a webinar, say that I'm in the hospital for a day or 2, I have posts scheduled. So my social media never hits a lull. It never lags. My customers are never without my presence there just because I'm out. So yes, Tanya, with you working full time, it's a huge help. I'm telling you, I think this could be really, really groundbreaking for those of us who work full time or have small children or have very busy lives and cannot devote full time to Posh. I think it's going to decrease burnout for Posh consultants on our team, because being on social media all the time when you're not at work, it's almost like you are constantly working. You never get a break. And so this gives me a break. And our whole job is supposed to be to pamper people and encourage people to take time out for themselves. And we're getting sucked into being on social media all the time when we're not working or taking care of our kids or doing everything else that we always do. And it makes it really hard to practice what we preach. I am constantly working. Yeah. And I feel ya. I would not have been able to recover like I did this week if I didn't have Cinchshare. And so I'm feeling a ton of gratitude for this program this week. And it sounds silly because it's just a computer program, but I'm very much someone who works till I drop and pushes myself too hard even when I know I am. And so this helps me to have better work-life balance and take better care of myself and my family. So I'm excited about it. Tanya, it is, I believe, $100 for the full year. So I think it averages out to $10 or less a month, depending on whether or not you do a monthly plan or if you pay it all up front. So for me, $10 a month, I am happy to give up Starbucks twice a week to get some freedom back because I was getting a little overwhelmed, honestly. So I'm really, really excited to have this. All right, so we only have 10 minutes left on our Zoom. So let me finish going through this really quick because this really is the main page I wanted to show you. So we have it set to schedule on the 5th at 12:35 noon p.m. because I didn't have anything else scheduled that time that day. So what you're going to do then is go into your post category here. And since this is, I guess it's a promotion, right? So, or it's a monthly post really. So Posh with Kylene monthly posts. So I would do that as my category there. And I'm going to post this into my Perfectly Posh with Kylene group and my Perfectly Posh with Kylene page. So now I have these two clicked here, super simple checkboxes, goes right there. And I'm just going to double check, make sure everything looks good, everything's there that I want it to be. And then I click schedule post. And now it has moved over here. And it is now ready and scheduled to go. It is that simple. And so when you do this, so let's say I had created a very generic graphic. And in fact, let's do that really quick. So let's come pick a generic graphic. I have so many pictures in here, huh? You get to see all my personal pictures. I don't even know. I was going to try to pick one that was like, here, Wish List Wednesday. That's a perfect one. Share your top 10 most wanted Posh products. So this is a Wednesday post that might post more than once. So we're going to say, comment below. I know it's super hard to pick just 5. But what, I don't know, which are the 5 products you like to buy right now? All right. So now I've got this post going out for Wish List Wednesday. And I like to hashtag stuff. And so let's schedule that. Obviously, it has to post on a Wednesday because it's Wish List Wednesday. So we'll go look at the 9th and see what time do we have stuff scheduled on the 9th. So on the 9th, we only have one post on the 9th, and that's at 8:15 in the morning. So let's go ahead and do that at 12:35 p.m. again, nice and simple on the 9th. And then same groups, easy to go. It's also a day of the week. So this is a day of the week post for me. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to schedule that. Now, the cool thing about this then is, say I want to do this every single Wednesday, right? Because it's a Wednesday post. So I'm just going to go over here and click this arrow, and I'm going to copy this post. And now it's the exact same post over here, and I'm just going to pick a different day. So maybe I'll wait 2 weeks instead of posting the exact same thing again the next week. So maybe I'll wait 2 weeks to the 23rd. And again, I'm going to come over here just because I'm weird like that. And again, I only have one scheduled at 8:15 that morning. So I'll do the same thing. I'll schedule it at 12:35 and click schedule post. So now I have 2 weeks taken care of on that post. And I can go down the line and do this over and over again every other week for however long I want to. And now I'm scheduling out my calendar. So I would recommend, honestly, I would recommend doing this. Find some posts maybe that are day of the week posts and schedule them out. Alternate them every other week. Get 2 or 3 months done in one day and schedule out all of these posts. What this does is it gives you some pillar posts that are going out onto your social media every single day, even when you can't be there. This does not replace your normal social media activity, okay? So like this is not like this is it and then you never get on Facebook. This is just designed to give you a constant presence on Facebook. But you still want to be getting on when you can. It's just now the pressure is off. You don't have to get on to post something at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like I'll show you, because mornings are tough for me. I have a ton of stuff with my kids in the morning. I like to spend time with them. I check my emails and stuff. So by the time I get on, it's like 10 o'clock. And I'm Pacific Standard Time. So that's like, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. So I want to have some kind of presence in the morning before then. So let's look at, what is the date? So the third Thursday is splurge, so the 17th. Okay, so for like the splurge of the day, I know that that's going to come every single month, right? The splurge of the month is going to be on Thursdays. So what I do is 15 minutes before the splurge, I'm posting a reminder post here. Before I even wake up, this is going out and saying, splurge of the month, are your fast fingers ready? It's almost time, 15 minutes. So this is going to give them a countdown to the splurge. And I don't even have to be on Facebook and make sure I'm there to post that. And for me, that's just a relief. I used to kind of panic in the mornings to make sure I get these announcements out, or the night before. So my friendly reminder here on the 16th at 7 p.m. is that the splurge is tomorrow. Here are the times. So I'm putting this in so that I can get my reminders out. So anytime you know that there's an event or a promotion that Posh is doing, schedule it out. And you can schedule this out for months in advance. And then you're doing those consistent posts every month, because we know that consistency is the key. So we want to be sure we're consistently creating a brand presence on social media. Does anyone have any questions about how any of this works in here? This is basics, how you post in Cinchshare. Okay, I'm going to exit the screen share then. Okay, so it's from Kathy. Awesome. Yeah, it is awesome. I didn't expect to love it. I've tried it before and I didn't love it. And so I kind of just tried it because someone offered me a free 30-day trial. So I was like, well, what the heck, 30 days free, I may as well. And I even scheduled my calendar to cancel the subscription to make sure that I didn't end up paying for something. But they have made some huge improvements. It's much more user-friendly. It's all pretty much drag and drop, click, easy, simple. And they've integrated with Pinterest and Twitter and every single Facebook thing out there. And now with Canva being fully integrated and being able to make your own graphics right in there from your phone or from your computer, it is a no-brainer for me. It has given me time and freedom back, and I'm totally happy with it. There is no Instagram at this point, and that is because Instagram doesn't contract with anybody for post-publishing. But they're trying. So hopefully that would be the one thing that would make it a ton better, if we're being honest. And really, this has a lot of other features that I didn't even show you. So you can upload YouTube videos, you can save like all kinds of different things on here. So I would recommend looking at their tutorial videos and looking through their user guide, because you can save videos and you can post videos to Pinterest, and you can like do blog subscriptions, and you can, like, it's so crazy. You can do everything from Cinchshare. And that frees you up then, especially like an event, let's say, in a 1-hour event. You don't have to be typing out or copying and pasting and putting up graphics and everything for your Facebook event anymore. Like, you get to actually be in there engaging with the people who are there and doing posts that connect with the people who are there. So it's a huge bonus, and it's a way to improve your connection with people in events and in your group. So I'm a big, big fan. So let me know if you have questions. I'm happy to help, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.